All right, so one of the things that we can practice at home is jo staff. Now, you may not have a jo staff at home, but you can use a mop handle or a broomstick or a stick from the yard or a dowel or anything else you can find around the house. Look in your sporting equipment, maybe you have a pole from a net. It doesn't really matter, a pool noodle, something that you can thrust forward. So this is going to be an exercise. I'm going to teach you 1 or 2 strikes every video. And then once we get a whole bunch of them that we've practiced, we'll add them all together and we'll make a kata, which will teach us how to move and how to go from one strike to the other. So the first one we're going to do is a simple thrust forward. You start out in hami stance with the jo in the same hand as your front foot. Then simply flipping up the bottom of the jo, you begin by thrusting forward and then returning to the original position. That's a forward thrust, and that forward thrust you can repeat over and over and over again until it becomes smooth. Notice when I thrust forward, the staff stays parallel to the ground. It's not pointing up, it's not pointing down, straight forward. You want to make sure your hands are always at half of the jo. So when you push forward, your hands come together, 1, 2, and this is the middle part. So you're at about a quarter. All right? You don't ever want to have your hands up like that or in this place. You always want to be on the bottom of the jo and then in the middle of the jo or at the quarter of the jo. So here we go again. Thrust and back down. Thrust and back down. Thrust and back down. And you can practice it on both sides. From here, thrust and back down. Thrust and back down. All right, that's one. You can also do the thrust by reaching over the top of the jo, drawing it back, and then thrusting forward. Again, reaching over the top of the jo, drawing it back, and then thrusting forward. All right, so we'll do a couple of those. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can practice that as well on both sides. Reaching over, drawing, and thrusting. Back down. Reaching over, drawing, and thrusting. Back down. All right. Practice this at home, and then we'll add another one. And each day we'll add one, and we'll build up a whole kata.